obviously.
Well, yeah, of course.
What, did Max buy anything?
I don't know. He went to go get a Funko Pop. I don't know if they still had it, though.
Wait, where'd you guys go?
Comic-Con?
We
In
drove
Toronto?
We drove for like...
Oh, are you also going to one next weekend?
That's a big bug.
Is there one next weekend?
I don't know, because I texted...
Yeah, that's a big silverfish.
Ew, kill it.
I wasn't dealing with it. Because I don't want it.
There's a silverfish on the wall.
It's a big one.
I hate it. I
How'd
hate
it get
looking at it.
How'd it get up
We're going to
there?
name him. It's Silvery.
Sylvie.
Sylvie.
Sylvie the silverfish.
It's got too many legs.
They do. And it's really big, so it's really big. Oh, what the hell was that? Why'd you do that?
Okay, yeah, I guess that works.
I'd like to
The
throw.
light changed.
That
It was
landed
so
on-
dramatic. The
that
light
landed on me, I was
changed.
gonna
Oh
punch
man,
you.
we just unveiled that Spider-Man is actually going to be
Did we
in.
film that?
Yes, we did. Film that.
Yes.
running, man. You can use that as a nice tip.
Just
we
threw
named
the
him that
napkins at
which
it.
somehow makes it worse.
Napkins, because I was going to kill it, and I'm like, that's fucking big.
No, I was like,
He's using napkins.
You got scared. And it's like, you got scared of it.
It's like that one Moon Knight panel. Go random bullshit.
Welcome back to the 716th Legion Reacts. I'm Jack.
I'm Christian.
We're not doing this.
I'm
This is a
Reagan.
bad bit. I'm actually Christian, and that may.
I'm Catholic.
Ryan.
He's right.
Yeah,
You're Catholic.
I'm Mormon. We're just like.
I'm Matt Murdock, but I can see.
And today we're watching episode 4 of Daredevil Born Again.
SYSTEMA Daredevil.
Frank is in Wilson Fisk's basement,
No.
getting beat up
No.
daily.
Jack, he doesn't even
No.
look like that in this. Like,
He's in a
clip.
basement!
In this,
Oh,
like,
he's not. I
in this
guarantee you
thumbnail.
he's not.
He's in a basement.
What behind? Okay, like what behind him makes you think this is a basement?
No, that makes me think of the Pepe Sylvia episode from It's Always Sunny.
He's in like a gym. I guarantee you.
That's
A
what that looks
gym?
like.
Yeah, where he's. Gonna
Oh,
be in a
he's
gym.
in. No, he's in Matt's dad's boxing gym.
Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, that makes absolutely no sense.
I like how
it makes
Christian's
more
like,
sense
that's
for him to
better
be in
than
a basement.
It's better than whatever
That's not
Jack's
the-
talking about, even
that's
though it's
the-
like infinitely too early in Fisk's arc to be doing something like
It's
that.
working.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
See?
What?
But yeah, this looks like to be
Okay.
the Punisher episode.
He's like, it's the wrong. I'm like,
I don't know
it's
how much
working.
he's gonna be in the show.
Slightly longer episode, 54 minutes.
Okay, I'm very happy with that.
I mean, like, how they've been wrapping up all the other episodes. Part of me dreads it's just going to be this episode. I want him in more episodes, though. At least.
Well,
two.
I mean, White Tiger was like a 2-episode arc. Okay, fine, whatever.
Let's
No,
watch it.
it's clearly not going to just be this episode when we've had 3 episodes of lead up and hints that this is going to be a big deal.
I can. I'm hoping. We're gonna put
Mystical
the
amulet.
Mystical amulet.
I'm waiting.
Put that in evidence.
There it is.
Told you.
It's got a little blood on it.
Why would you not just keep it? Be like, okay, magic powers, sure.
The mystical amulet's in like an evidence bag.
Right side marginal abrasion, external bevel on the entrance wound, exit wound has skin tears and raised skull fragments.
Projectile.
Not recovered.
Single kill shot at extreme close range and no one found the casing.
Hey, it's not on the body, it's not my problem.
I mean, that's fair.
I want to see my uncle.
Ooh.
You're not supposed to be here.
It's okay, Angela. He's right.
Got him out of jail. A lot of good that did him, huh? I want to see my Theo. I want to see what they did to him.
You don't. Trust me. It's best you remember Hector the way he was. Come on, let's go.
She's taking that amulet out of there.
They killed him, didn't they? The police.
We don't know that, Angela.
Who is she gonna go? Take
I
the
mean,
amulet
yeah.
and go on the.
I mean, comic-wise, that's...
I think that she has a different name.
Isn't it his sister in the comics that takes up the mantle?
There's like 5. I don't know.
Okay.
We talked about this. It's like Captain Marvel. It's like just... It's probably right.
I hate them, Mr. Murdoch.
I'm pretty sure the main one's like Ayala.
Doing anything about it, and no one's ever gonna do anything about it. Because he was just
could be
Hector
wrong.
from the Heights, and they're the fucking cops.
You have to believe that someone will find his killer.
It'll be you. It'll be the Daredevil. Dare he do it? Who are you?
Oh, it's Muse.
Mm.
I could tell by the creepiness.
Hi, buddy.
That also helps.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I love that they kept his, like,
Good opening.
stupidly simple costume. Because, like, that's legit his costume in the comics.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's just,
that's
like,
pretty comic.
dude in a shitty costume with red tears.
I'm also wondering how Daredevil gets on the track to Punisher, given the fact he's not been able to see any of the tattoos on the cops.
He sensed them.
It's like Christian
heard
last
them.
time. He like had to
that was
feel
dumb.
them.
That was dumb as hell.
He's got to feel them.
blank.
They're like
Feels like a
braille.
gay bar.
Seems like a fun bar.
Come on.
Same thing.
Fisk is riding
Exactly.
way too hard this whole MIA.
7, actually. Go.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Any normal job, we would take a few more shots, hit up that spot on 23rd, sleep on the train, take a shower, go to work, and do it all over again.
I've never done that before, but okay.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, but you also don't live in New York City.
That's true.
No, seriously, like this afternoon we're supposed to meet with the Clean Green Haulers. It's this new tech company with this dope recycling ideas.
This is BB. This is a different character.
That's BB.
Nobody said that.
She's getting him drunk so he spills secrets.
Yep.
If we're not gonna keep drinking, can we at least get some food?
They keep talking about the port.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like
Red-
even Foggy did before. Like
Yeah, the red port.
yeah, the guy that Foggy was hiding was related to the port.
Oh, that's sick.
That's a sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's get Captain Planet here ASAP.
Captain Planet.
Punisher
Oh,
gonna be
did
the
anyone see
driver.
the Muse in the background?
Was that Muse or?
No, it literally was spray paint that said Muse
Oh no.
in white and red. Was that a cut or is that actually across the street?
That was across the street.
Okay, what was that weird, interesting?
I assume that'll loop back around.
Yeah, it's
at
gotta
some
loop
point.
back to something.
You're gonna like this one. It's Leroy Bradford.
Bradford.
A freebie this month. Can you just meet him down at detention?
You had me at freebie.
The shot is framed very interesting with the vacuum.
Yeah.
Like, what is,
It's like a very. I don't get the
Looked like
framing yet.
Matt's,
Yeah, I'm
looked like
noticing,
Matt's apartment too.
Until we explore this, we can't really make any progress.
Adam.
I'd rather not.
I understand.
This whole episode has like a different feel to it with the lighting
Just for a moment, we can
It's
acknowledge
brighter.
the...
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
than all the other episodes.
You were gone.
Tell me about Adam.
You're asking for details?
No. What you were feeling. Why him?
It was his hands. Beautiful sketches I made.
Did she hook up with Muse?
I was
Only
about to
one guy
say.
can draw.
It was just...
Dang.
Politics?
business.
Uh-huh. Yes, well,
They're new to sound that one.
business.
Never.
You left. Which felt like taking half of me away.
I have a question. When she says you left, are we like? When did he leave?
I think it was when he
after
went.
he got shot in Hawkeye.
Yeah,
I
like
think so.
in Echo, he went to Maya's hometown for a while. He wanted to like take over her home,
Yeah. Okay.
so that's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
Timeline wise,
But wasn't that show like 2 weeks? Was she that horny?
could be.
Okay. I respect it.
When you left, you hurt me.
You never told me.
I never had a reason to.
Fair enough.
There was
Like, I
also
think,
the
like, he-
recovery time of him getting shot.
Did something happen? Wilson, did you confront this man?
Yes.
Oh, that might be the hands.
We had a dialogue.
Dialogue.
Didn't she make him promise and he promised?
He said he wouldn't kill him.
Yeah.
To be more specific.
No.
Fair.
That's what we're doing here. This is just window dressing. I know you. Your methods are much more direct.
No, they were, not now. It was a conversation, that's all. There's no expression of ill intent. I did tell him how I felt about you, about our marriage.
And he respected it and left.
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I forget this is Vincent D'Onofrio, like in a positive sense. Like he's Kingpin.
And where is Adam now?
In a ditch.
I don't know.
Sleeping with the
I
fishes.
want to go back to the first question I asked you during our intake. Are we here to dissolve a marriage or preserve one? I want you to think about it. Forgiveness isn't just the highest act of love. It is the only way forward. Good word today. If you two don't mind, I'd love to speak to Vanessa alone for a moment, please. Just the two of us.
Can I have Adam's number?
Is Adam dead? It's like,
Yeah, go to girl. Is Adam dead?
You don't want to know that.
Is something wrong, Dr. Glenn?
this episode's so much brighter.
Based on the nature of
Everything
our
is.
discussion
It's weird.
today, I feel obligated to ask.
Are you safe?
Do you feel safe in your marriage?
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you mean the same thing you thought?
My husband is capable of many, many things, some of them extreme. Harming me is not one of them.
That's
Not
honestly
wrong.
true.
He's not wrong.
And also good on the therapist for asking, even though she knew that might not end well for her.
It's like so much weird. That was a completely different shot.
I think it's
like,
supposed to make us feel kind of like uneasy.
I mean, it is.
Hey, look at this. I get the friggin' blind dudes.
That's ableist.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I can't see color.
I mean, don't you recognize the person that got White Tiger released?
Anyways.
Mr. Bradford, my name is Matthew Murdoch. I'm going to be your lawyer. As I understand it, you've been charged with petty larceny, which is a Class A misdemeanor. Complaint against you alleges you stole approximately 5 boxes of fiddle-faddle from a bodega.
Well, I didn't do it.
The thing is, the bodega where this allegedly occurred has a surveillance system. Now, they've already turned over the prosecution footage, which they claim shows you stealing the items. In addition, the cashier is willing to testify she was an eyewitness to the whole thing, and the store security guard will testify that when he detained you, you were in possession of multiple boxes of fiddle-faddle caramel corn.
But I paid for that shit last week.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really work like that. Mr. Bradford, generally you pay for what you buy that day.
Then they all lying on me then. You hear me? Also, I saw them cops eating 2 boxes of that shit.
Now that I'm entirely willing to believe.
Could it have been a scroll?
Oh!
Wait a minute.
That's funny.
Just a casual bring up.
How do you know what a scroll is?
They were on the
I think,
news.
yeah, everyone knows.
Everyone loves Secret Invasion.
I gotta get home, man. Like I said, I ain't going to jail.
If you decide to fight the case, the judge will almost certainly set bail, which means unless you can pay the bail,
I look like I got money to
you're
you.
gonna sit in jail until this whole thing is over.
So what are you trying to tell me to do? Cop out? You a cop out lawyer?
If you take a plea.
No. No! You better go out there and get me my probation.
I'm gonna really try here, Leroy. Let me be clear. Probation is not gonna be on the table.
Then I ain't taking it.
In which case, we're gonna have to talk
I
about
don't want to hear no more shit about in which case. This is my case, and I'm going home on it. You hear me? Blind man.
I don't think that's how blindness works.
Yeah, let me see what I can do.
See?
Jesus, this guy's kind of an ass.
Because you can't see shit.
Sorry.
What you got, Murdoch?
Morning, Sophia. I'm sure you look lovely today.
Stole some caramel corn from the bodega.
Yep, that's the guy.
Looks like we went 30 days on this last time, so how about we go 35?
So the guy's looking for probation.
And I'm looking for Mr. Right.
He's right there.
How about you remind your client that the whole point of deterrence is that
Discredited penal philosophy, by the way, but okay.
is well, if you don't like deterrence, how about incapacitation? Let's just keep him off the streets for 35
Come on,
days.
Sophia. You really want to prove a point with some stolen caramel corn on Latvian Heritage Day?
Latvia?
You sure you snuck a piece of honey cake for breakfast?
Wow.
It's a blind thing. Heightened senses and all.
I can imagine wanting to know a little bit more about that.
Hey, yo.
Cultural sensitivity and your very impressive nose. I'll give your guy 20 days.
He's really stuck on probation. What can I say? The guy has strong preferences.
Yeah, well, so do I.
Get it, Matt.
Biblically accurate. Matt Murdock.
This is about Matt Murdock. Whore! Matt Murdock.
Man whore.
Just say man or.
No, that implies that all whores are women, and therefore you need to put man in front of it.
No, it's a woman whore.
Mr. Bradford can have 10 days.
You got it down to 10 days?
He's Matt Murdock. He flirted his way through the entire
He did. She was checking out his ass on the way out, too.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
That was truly
10 out of
Matt
10.
Murdock.
But a couple weird scenes.
Oh. Frank?
What?
Oh.
How? Thought I recognized that voice.
Shit, I gotta go.
The guy who kicked my ass.
Funny how we keep finding each other like this.
Isn't it?
Yes, at a courthouse.
Couldn't have a weak link out there, could
What?
Ayala made you look bad, didn't he? Actually, he flat out embarrassed you. And you can't have that at the NYPD.
Ooh.
Have yourself a nice day, guys.
He had a family. He had a future. And you took that away from him.
A stun gun?
This badge counts because you're fucking blind, but my grandfather wore this badge. Father wore this badge. My brother wears this badge. 4 of my fucking cousins wear this badge. They're all knuckleheads, but they're good cops, so I wear this fucking badge with honor counselor.
Oh, he did it all just to
Yeah.
hear if he was telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
An attorney who assaults a police officer? Who obstructs an active investigation? That's something that the Bar Association is going to take lightly. That's my meeting. Not to mention some of my more excitable colleagues on the force.
Only you'd have to bring a few more than the last time we met.
I will say, I'll give this show, like, I will give a lot of credit. This show is, like, infinitely more critical of police officers than the original.
Oh, by
like, infinitely. Like,
Also, I really wonder, like,
hey, we're at the port.
International diplomacy.
Poor lady.
I think we've...
Ooh, he made a model.
he's doing arts and crafts.
that'd be a good D&D
How many
map.
popsicles
What is
did
this?
you eat?
A port for ants?
I think we can do better. I'm talking about a complete structural overhaul.
That's not an option.
Total transformation.
I'm gonna keep talking.
There are processes.
Yes, processes.
He hates processes.
I know you're used to a different approach.
Why did you say that?
Why'd you say that name?
Where do we start?
I suppose we would need to conduct a feasibility study? Land surveys?
Why do I get the uneasy feeling he's about to, like, kill her?
I really want a door right now, a car door.
And we can't get their approval until we ask the public advocate to put it on the docket.
That's the first step.
Yes, sir.
Let's take that step.
Yes, sir. In the meantime, sir, we do have a full day in front of us.
Full days I like. I am all yours.
Daniel. Random goon.
They just had an entire bit about, like, the inefficiency.
Yes.
Like, what? Just burning it through.
I was basically gonna say everything.
Great news.
You got me that
What?
probation. Nope.
He's blind. Like, who would believe them?
Right, the least you've gotten in your last 10 cases is 20 days. Anything below 30 is a gift. 10 is a miracle.
Look, I said probation and I meant probation.
There is no probation to be had here. This is the best deal you're gonna get.
You just don't get it, do you? This shit never ends. Look, I've been jerked around by the system my whole life. Last time I got 30 days. Know what happened? I missed my SSI appointment and they cut my benefits. But it takes forever to get that shit back regular. Start eating throwaway crap from supermarket dumpsters.
Confession.
Begging for change. And yeah, just once, I want a dessert. Something that don't taste like crap. Something that tastes real good. So why not get the caramel corn? I like that shit and it tastes good. And for that, they're willing to spend 5 times more to lock me up than they're willing to spend to feed me. And you come in here and tell me that that's a gift?
You're right.
I feel really bad for him. For Leroy.
Oh my god.
This is such a weird episode.
This is very weird. This is a happy Picard day, everyone.
For real.
We gotta see this. Just let it out. Daniel what?
No, look at it.
It was me. I totally screwed up.
You did this.
It was a mistake.
Oh yeah, that was BB.
Just call the schedulers and have them
I worked at a Lincoln middle school.
I'm sorry.
I said no.
This one has more windows. What a weird song to choose.
Children have such talent.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
For our next
No. That's fine. You were wonderful. And, as they say, the city never sleeps.
Actually, not
like
the
you cannot
worst
make
way
a
to
mistake.
get out of there. Not gonna lie.
The Clean Green Haulers meeting.
Actually, sir, we've had to pull that off the calendar. There's a small wrinkle.
What's that?
They're calling you a union buster.
Yeah, not ideal.
I want an all-hands meeting now. Where am I?
It's the Latvian Cultural Center.
What do I care about Latvian heritage?
You care because it is an important constituency.
Is it?
And Doom owns it.
Is there actually like a Latvian population in New York? Like, is there...
I got. Now there is.
I present to you
a
the
big
mayor
one,
of New York City, Wilson Fisk.
I mean, she just said it was 16 points in Queens. Oh God, more singing. What? It's the same song.
It's in Latvian though. It's in.
That's great. That's so great. You are all here to help me execute my promises. I will find out which one of you leaked this.
And I will execute you.
I screwed up. I completely made a mistake. This entire thing is my fault.
Thank you for coming forward.
Everybody out! Out!
No witnesses.
Someone give me a car door. Someone give me a car.
I want to apologize. I didn't mean to do it. I know that won't make it right. I know that nothing can. Look, I had a lot to drink. Tequila, and in the spirit of total honesty, there was some ketamine.
You should probably stop.
And I'm not even asking for forgiveness because I can't even forgive myself.
Dang, Daniel.
Is he going to talk his way out of this?
So you're right to fire me or punish me.
Yeah, he's actually impressed. That's crazy.
Forever grateful for the opportunity.
Dang, he is like all
He's so thrown off.
He's all
His body
the way,
language is insane.
all the way up Fisk's butthole right now.
You'll have my vote forever, and whatever happens to me.
The body language is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your mayor.
This is such a weird episode.
I'm trying to figure that out still.
The silent acting. It's.
I'm not gonna fire you.
I'll pack my things right away.
I said I'm not gonna fire you or you, Sheila. I've been around a lot of, let's just say, I know how unreliable people can be. I've learned that loyalty and courage
are more valuable.
Sir, I don't deserve to.
Daniel, just shut up.
You're like a son to me.
Do you feel in charge?
That's all I could think about while this entire scene was going on.
If you ever do anything like that again, it will be the last thing that you ever do.
In this administration.
Nope.
For legal purposes.
Projectile. Not recovered.
9mm to the temple, execution style.
Did he shoot him again?
What? They didn't find that.
That's a coin.
Cap.
About that, I thought it was like the bullet flattened or something. Oh, okay.
It rolled.
Seeing where it's going. This is a good aspect of this show.
I love the ratio change.
Matt, you should have worn some gloves.
That's alright.
Frank.
Smells like it.
Is he gonna track the guy down in New York City?
No.
By smell.
By smell?
No.
That's not how that
It's
works.
not Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's not Wolverine.
To ask
In a basement.
to maybe ask him.
God damn it.
Ask him about the bullet.
Oh, this is cool.
A hallway.
Yeah, he's going to Frank. He's just like visiting an old friend.
In a basement.
You said locked in and getting beat up by Fisk because you're wrong.
I think he's just. I think he's
Mr.
retired.
Office?
Okay, I was half right.
Mr. Office.
You were like 1% right. You're like,
Hello. I know you're in.
God damn it.
What are you doing here?
Hey, Ben, good?
it's been 7 years. It's been 7.
PG.
What do you want?
Clyde and I were shot, Frank. Guess whose logo I found
Oh.
on the bullet casing?
Oh.
Bullshit fanboys, huh?
Yeah, there are a lot of them cops. Nothing to do with you, right? Silly me. Nice place.
Look at
you
his
got here.
weapon wall.
Appreciate that.
Although here's the thought. You know, you could use all this to be a service.
Are you of service, Red? Did you serve? You pranced around the city in a Halloween costume, beating the snot out of bad guys? For your service.
I mean, you could help people. You could save lives.
I see, I did that. I was downrange, Red. Look at what it got me.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't realize you were a victim in all this.
I do not have time for your candy-ass hero shit.
Sorry to waste your time.
I tell you what I think, Red.
Tell me. Tell me what you think.
I don't think you came here for my help.
This is it.
See, I think you want my permission. You want to get your hands on somebody, huh? You want to hurt them? Maybe a little bit scared. A little scared about what that means.
It's an interesting take. I like it. But yeah, no. Sorry, buddy. Way off on that one.
That guilt, that shame, that's my home, Red. And I can see it on you. I can smell it on you. It's all over you. And you come at me with that horse shit about saving lives. How about that friend of yours who saved his life?
It's not about him.
Then say his name.
It's not about him.
Ah, for Christ's sake, say his name. Say his name, you coward! Say his name! You hate yourself. He's eating you up because you ain't done a goddamn thing about it.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, Frank's gonna let him beat him up.
Apologize.
What are you sorry for?
He's like,
First honest thing you did, Red.
It's not about him.
No, it's all about it.
Getting mental
This
health
is
support
like
from
Goodwill.
from
This is like the
Punisher.
end of Goodwill Hunting. It's not your fault.
From Punisher.
Stop moving. I still hear my little boy.
Oh my God.
I see him. And I hear his voice. He says, get him, Daddy. Every last single one of them, get him. That's why I do what I do. That's why he's eating at you. That's why he's eating at you, because you know you didn't do a goddamn thing, and it's gonna keep eating at you. It's gonna keep eating and eating and eating. There's no getting away with it, you understand?
whew.
Eats his slop. You know he gets to breathe the same air that you breathe. You feel good about that? He got life! How about old Foggy? He got life.
Foggy. He was the kindest, purest soul I ever met. And guys like you and me will never measure up to his decency. Goodbye, Frank.
Look at the bullet.
No.
What a scene.
That was.
Okay, we're getting more of that.
Woo.
Cinema.
When I was a boy.
Yes! Yes! He said it!
How to know when someone intends to cheat you.
Matt, when he was getting chased by Frank, said, "Wait, wait, wait." So
Move men's
I think
minds.
this has been 2 memes this episode.
Or break their bodies. But forgiveness, that wasn't a part of who he was. No, I am trying. I would like for things to be the way they were. I understand that may not be possible.
I'm not the same woman I was when you left.
No, you aren't, are you? You are something even more extraordinary.
If I didn't know any better, I
The old
think
lighting's back.
you were trying to avoid me.
We're returning to form.
Why is it lighting?
Hang on, real quick. I saw a tweet earlier that was like, nighttime should be blue again. I give them credit for doing that, and it's not just like pitch black.
This isn't a bad movie.
Maybe he needed a Heimlich and there was no one to give it. I'm excellent at the Heimlich.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Damn it.
Client who's proven innocent still ends up dead. Nobody seems to care.
I know, I'm sorry about that, Matt.
Another client serving time at Rikers for stealing a bag of caramel corn.
Sounds a bit excessive.
You ever feel like you're pushing a rock up a hill?
No, that's Sisyphus's job.
One day.
Oh, you know.
Fine, I'll say it. Man whore.
Slash depressives plus it.
This is Matt's true superpower. He just makes everyone around him horny.
Yeah, that's why he went to Xavier. He's an X-Men. It's his mutation.
I just have to kill you.
You know, I got pretty used to coming home to an empty apartment.
Oh, no?
I can't imagine you not being here.
Oh, so she's gonna die is what I'm hearing.
I mean, I don't know if you know anything about this character.
I don't.
I know.
I mean, she's not going to die the way she died in the comics, but
Oh.
which is she's probably going to die less worse than how she died in the comics.
She gonna get Gwen Stacy.
Thrown off a bridge.
Yeah, she's getting a more traditional death.
Oh, Aura. I need to touch my batons.
Listen, in the comics, there's not a lot of bad Daredevils.
It's a nice pasta dish.
Is this where he gets away from his puny ass omelet?
Yeah, it is. He's cheating on his diet. That's why he has that secret room.
They're both cheating.
Yeah.
In a way. Adam?
It's Adam.
Yeah.
I was told forgiveness is the highest form of love.
He's got this dude locked up.
Would you agree with that, Adam?
Morbius?
He's gonna break his hands.
It's Morbin time.
It's like...
I love the fact that they're both cheating. This is really good.
Oh, this is really
He didn't
cool.
kill him.
Oh.
Nice. Oh.
Ooh.
The fake out? Muse?
Yeah, back to Muse.
Okay,
Started
Adam
with
is
Muse.
not Muse.
He's still
Nope.
carrying this guy. No.
Cool. Cool.
That's
not as
might be
cool.
Skin?
Oh,
my
and
God.
really
That's
creepy.
cool.
Ugh. Oh?
This guy's gonna be fucked.
Okay, that was sick.
Woo!
That was a really good episode.
Cinema.
And I think it was the very clearest example of the new film. The whole episode just was
Except
completely
for one
different.
scene that was shot like with the lighting of the last few episodes. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like,
Yeah.
I have no idea what
a
they're
little
talking
bit of weird pacing.
They're
Different
talking
lighting.
about
The
the
it's
split difference between what was filmed prior to the reshoots and what was after the reshoots.
Yeah.
And
no.
this was mostly
I think
After.
this seemingly
New?
was- I think most of this was after, or unless
Yeah.
they just like decided to do like
Yeah,
entirely different
different
filmmaking techniques, like for no reason.
It was kind of
Like-
obvious. Like, it was just like... Just
I like
I
many
didn't
times.
No,
notice
we're not
shit.
complaining because again,
No,
like,
we're not complaining at all.
It was a little jarring because like the last few episodes are not like
I didn't
shot like
notice
that, but it's
shit.
better.
What do you mean?
It's just brighter.
We can see it. Like
Okay.
like the last 3 episodes have been like a bit gray.
But you know what? Even if they did it just...
And I still
just
like the last 3 episodes for the most part. There's
Yeah,
some issues I have visually, but like
Yeah, I think like I appreciated this episode. I think the most visually. Like, it just was really good.
yeah.
It was noticeably different.
Okay.
I think this one was shot.
Fuck me, I guess.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think
It was fun.
It was really fun.
I still think
That's why we're on this side of the couch.
It literally is. We literally planned that.
That's why we're over here.
We said, "Where is Reagan going to sit?" And I said, "Next to Christian."
He needs an ally. Like, he needs. Christian needs an ally.
Yeah.
You know? Just Christian.
I was right. Frank was in a basement.
God damn it.
God damn it.
it.
There were no chains. There was no beating.
You were right about
There were
someone beating up
chains.
in the
There
basement.
were beatings.
There was.
They just weren't connected to Frank.
Okay, all right, there it is.
You were
I will say,
close.
it's a little bit of.
I'll give you that.
I think the beginning was because everything ended up. There was a couple scenes in the beginning that were like didn't make like we felt weird. I think Reagan said the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. But like they all came around at the end.
Yeah,
for the most part.
It was kind of, and it was bookended like
Yeah.
by Muse. So like
Yeah,
we
but
get.
I think we were just like I think
I
the
like.
reason those scenes were a little bit like maybe more like felt out of place was obviously we needed them to come around, but it was also because like I do think this episode is a bit of a like with how the last episode gets left off, it almost like doesn't address it too much. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
it almost is like those first three episodes were like their own plot arc,
Yeah.
and then this one was reestablishing to make a new arc.
yeah, like they're starting like the Muse arc. Well, it's almost like a like,
Okay.
because it just shows like the main thing of this episode is just like a back and forth between like Matt, like it says in the like literally the description
Yeah.
of the episode. It's pretty spot on. Like
and
they're both like trying to like in doing it in very different ways because like basically the entire episode they just have like Matt being worn down by like
the system.
By literally the system itself, by like interacting with like that police officer, by like having.
Which, by the way, phenomenal interaction.
I didn't understand what like again, like that first scene, like I didn't understand what this character was going to be like with the client, but then to have it like work around that like this system is like still broken, even if, like when he does his absolute like best, like for a client.
Yeah, and they kind of what you were saying, like this entire episode was just about Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk, and again, like this could have been an episode 1 almost. Like this was really a really good like reestablishing.
I really enjoyed, and you both touched upon it. So this goes back to the title, Sic Semper Systema, which I don't know Latin very well, but Sic Semper Tyrannis, which is the motto of Virginia and is also what John Wilkes Booth yelled after he shot Lincoln, means thus always the tyrants. So this must mean thus always the system.
Yeah.
Which is
Thus always the tyrants.
Thus always the tyrants. So thus always the system. And which is a phenomenal episode name.
Yeah.
Like it really adds layer, because it's like you guys said, the whole plot of this is that both, ironically, Fisk, the mayor of the system, and Matt, a lawyer in the system, are both getting screwed by the system.
And they're both
are
cheating
being
on it.
worn down by it. And yeah, the parallel cheating, quote unquote, where Fisk is clearly like he kept his promise. He didn't kill the guy, but
it translates to roughly thus always to the system.
To the system.
So, I mean, I've loved all the episodes, but this one stands out to me as, outside of maybe the first one, this one stands out to me as like the most that we've reacted to an episode. Like I think this had the highest moments of the series so far. Like this really hit heights that it hadn't been hitting quite yet. Now maybe a little bit of that is, I don't even know if it's fair to call it nostalgia, but like nostalgia bait for the original series, especially with, I mean, these two, Charlie Cox and John Barenthal,
closer to the original series
phenomenal.
than
And
the episodes
and like this episode overall, like this episode really does stand out amongst the other ones. Like it almost stands alone in a way.
We didn't see the PI cop
It's
this
almost
whole
like
episode.
quirky in a way. This episode, like it's very, I'm trying to think of a good word to describe it because I do think there is some weird like.
We saw
this episode's kind of weird.
Yeah,
but, like I don't mind that it's weird. Like,
No,
this episode's kind of weird.
It almost
like,
changes. Like we were comfortable at a comfortable pace those other 3 episodes, and this feels like it just shifted the pacing on us, and in a way that I appreciate because like it's making me. It feels like it slowed down a whole lot, and we got to really sit in the world a little bit more.
I think some of those other.
I think
Sorry, Jack.
Charlie Cox did an amazing job throughout this entire episode.
Yeah.
There were so many moments to where he is talking with someone and like he's so emotional and like rambling because like he has like his mind is just like completely fried.
Yeah.
And to touch back on the White Tiger thing about like how no one really mentioned him this episode. Like
they used it as a story point.
Matt even says that like at the end of the episode when he's talking to Genevieve, is that her name?
No.
Random lady that's gonna die.
His
eventually.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
He was like, an innocent man got off and still died, and no one seems to care. Like, that's exactly what this episode was.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't care because I forgot. Like, we were watching the it's almost like he was speaking to the audience a little bit because, like, I truly didn't care. Like, there was so much meatiness to this episode. I know I mentioned it earlier, but like the amount of non-verbal acting in this that was supremely top tier was kind of
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. I think like they're not both like obviously like who plays Castle again? I forget.
John Barenthal.
John Barenthal, whatever it is.
Barenthal. I think it's Barenthal.
Like he obviously kills his scene.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
It's honestly,
I mean,
like he might have be
every time
he might have the best acting in the episode, honestly. And that in full of an episode that where I think like this is also Cox and D'Onofrio's like best episode.
Yeah,
and some of the smaller characters too. James Gandolfini's son.
Yeah.
Who I don't know his
I
actual.
have not
I don't know his
cared
name.
about the
Lucas?
characters around Fisk at all in the previous 3 episodes. Like, not in the slightest. Like,
now I care about Daniel.
I actually care about even the stupid like Sheila, even her. Like, I actually like now I have some characterization of, and I actually understand her role a little bit more in this. So.
No, this whole episode really felt. I mean, so how many episodes are there in this season? 9. This one really felt almost like a perfect midway episode, almost like it perfectly accomplished.
And there's 2 episodes next week.
Yes, 5 and 6 will come out next week.
This
Which
is
is interesting. I find that
encompassed a lot of
interesting.
it.
No, that's because I showed up here at 10:30. We'll be out of here before midnight, hopefully.
So 2 episodes next week, and hopefully more Frank.
They're both gonna be like an hour and 10
Yeah, I think we're gonna get more Frank. I think.
Oh,
next
there's
week's
no
gonna
way
be
we
a
don't
bit
get more Frank.
Action oriented, I think. Because
Yeah,
I
there
think
was
like the
no
Frank and the whatever the little like cultist of like.
Yeah, what do we
of,
even
like,
call
police
that?
officer Punisher guys.
Cop
like-
punishers?
Yeah, I don't know what to call them yet.
Coppeners?
I wonder what Punisher's gonna do
Punops?
to those guys.
Panops.
I wanted to like okay. Once they started
They're
addressing that,
punops.
that's when I think this is gonna like get real. And again, this show is like a lot more like.
This is proof of trademark. Punops.
Again, say it again. Like this show is actually like critical of like the system in like a way that a lot of Marvel
Hyper.
stuff like isn't, and it's like pretty repetitive too. Like it's not just like a little thing here. Like it's pretty like
It's the whole-
It's a pretty consistent theme.
It's
of
the
theme
whole
of the season
episode,
so
Six
far.
Semper Systema.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's
this
just-
whole episode was
Even
like, the
Fisk-
system
even
sucks.
the Fisk thing. Some of the Fisk thing is like the Fisk's thing is very nuanced. Like because like he had like the idea he has with the port is not like there's nothing real nefarious about that
we know
can
of.
tell. You know what I mean? Like
Red Hook is
and then
thumbs going down.
and then they go through the whole like and that's one of the scenes I'm talking about where it's like
at the port
where like she's like well we got to do this and then this and we got to do the
"Let's do that." And
environmental.
she's like, "But
we got to do
first-
the environmental survey and like it's like
But first we need to get permission, and to get permission we need to put it on the docket.
yeah like which is also like a critique like of certain,
Oh, absolutely.
No, there's.
Why can't we just do something? Why do we have to go through?
It's
16 steps?
weird. Like there was a brief moment where I'm sitting there and I'm like, I agree with Fisk to a degree. Like he's like, which is great writing because
So if they're
environmental surveys are important, but there's all not to get too political, but my brain knows this. But they're like environmental surveys are weaponized a lot of the time to
all
like,
of that.
slow
Like
things
she
down.
listed
Like,
90 things.
like the
where I'm
things
like,
she's talking
whoa.
about are often like weaponized by like various aspects of like the
system,
the taxpayer.
so like we, as you said, next week we're getting 2 episodes.
That's what they said. Yeah.
And with that if we think of it as like, oh, they made one really, really long episode, this really would be the midway. Exactly. This would be 4 out of.
I think that every 3 episodes will get an arc. I think the last 3 will intertwine these 6 episodes that we have.
I don't know we don't know the release schedule after 5.
They have not announced it. No.
Okay.
So it could be. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them release 7 and then 8, 9.
Yeah, I think that's probably what's gonna happen.
Which kind of leans into what Jack's saying, where it's like we had a double release, then a single, double. I mean, they could do 7, 8, and then 9. We wait a week, but
I'm not sure.
I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or not. But
yeah, last thing I was like Fisk has like 3 scenes that are like really really like good and like the scene like even the scene like where he's just like in front of those stupid like kids like he's and
then he goes to the Latvians and they're singing Latvian.
Yeah, like that whole
we
sequence
built
is
this
great.
city. Insanity.
Like the thing where like the guy like James what's his name Gandolfini's son like or like he. I mean, it's like you see how he like simmers down like, in terms of his temper as he like listens to what like that character is saying.
Maybe.
And then like by the end of it, he's like, "Oh, I actually like kind of respect it." Like that scene is like great. That is some like top tier like nonverbal.
Oh my
like,
god!
body,
Every
like,
time they cut to
language,
him,
like,
it was
acting.
insane because you could see him go from "I'm gonna murder you" to like "I'm gonna murder you, but I'm confused." I'm really confused and kind of aroused.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I need to keep this guy around.
Yeah.
Like I think this is kind of the best episode so far.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
100%
there's some weird
is.
things about it, I think, but like it kind of like serves. I kind of like it's like
I feel
a
like-
good type of weirdness.
I feel like every weird thing that we felt in an episode was on purpose. Like
Yeah,
it
I
was
think
not.
so, yeah.
It wasn't like a weird like, oh, why'd they? That doesn't work. It was like no. It's making us feel weird on purpose.
Cinema.
I really do agree with you. I think this is the best episode so far.
Jack, cut in the Scorsese meme. Cinema.
That scene was incredible. that scene was so good. Like even Matt like what's it called? Charlie Coxter in that scene is
Yeah.
Like especially when he starts to break down, which is good. 'Cause I wanted them to address like his trauma with Foggy more. Like that's something that I think.
And again,
like,
Punisher
the
being a
jump,
therapist.
The year jump felt like a cheat to me for like the first 2 episodes because we don't get to see like any of him go through
the trauma.
Like,
but it turns out he simply buried it.
Yeah, which makes sense. Like he
yeah.
didn't have any reaction for that year.
It's so interesting to have Frank break that out too of all characters.
But it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. But like it's just so cool
Not
to
his
see
therapist girlfriend. Frank. Now, what's that really telling us,
Even him flirting with like the court, like I don't even know what you would call that.
Phenomenal.
Like that scene was really good.
She would probably be an ADA.
Yeah,
because she was
It's just
being
like-
authorized to give out deals, so she'd probably be an assistant. To
That was
some
such a good scene.
That's me being nerdy about the law
weird
system.
things like where they're very much like trying to keep like Fisk and like and Matt like interwoven because like even like this did something stupid they did in the first scene was like the guy who gets arrested like is across the street from like is like from like the people like that and then even like the Latvian thing gets brought up and then he goes.
Is
to the
that literal? Was that literally? I still don't know if that's literally across the street or if it meant the perspective shift.
No, I thought that was literal because like it went through the car.
Okay,
It went through the car.
Okay, it felt.
I guess it could be a transition.
The transition felt, but it's probably meant for us to think literal. But the transition was so not physical that it made me think it wasn't literally.
I'm pretty sure
across
this
the
scene
street.
just goes like this episode, like if I remember correctly, just goes back like Matt Fisk.
Yes.
like, at, like the entire
almost
like,
completely.
time.
Yeah. And it was again bookended by news, which is coming up.
Everything about it.
Another fun little detail that happened in this episode that kind of was brought up 2 episodes ago. When Matt was in the courtroom, there was the choir music, and then when he was talking with the
guy.
Yeah, the one guy, Leroy.
Yeah.
When he was talking to Leroy, like, and there was that moment, the choir started, and like,
and it
that
was the
kind
confessional.
Of like,
They framed it like
it
which
was
is one of the
framed
fun
like a
things that the old show and this show has done a bit. Where like even last episode they had like a scene where they shot the courtroom almost like it was like
pews.
like pews in like a church.
Yeah.
Which that's always like something like the comics and like the original show did was like the parallels of like the like the confession booth being like the place where you talk to your like client. Like, there's just all sorts of stuff like that. And so.
Anyways,
again, the religious
cinema.
themes are certainly subtler, like in this show, than they were in the
they're not
original, but
hammering the religious
also,
stuff
I
as
feel
much,
like
but they're really going in different directions than the original show
and
did.
also, I do feel like
that I
Matt
love.
kind of lost his religion a little bit.
Yeah, like that's what
where he's battling with.
Yeah, so like being outside, like I feel like we'll get a stronger turn to that near the end.
Once he's Daredevil again.
Yeah.
Once he embraces the
born
devil
again.
Once he embraces the devil, he will then find God.
Talk to Father Latham, whatever his name was. Go talk to his force.
Insert Adam Warlock.
All right, thank you everybody so much for watching. This was a phenomenal 4th episode.
This was.
I enjoyed that.
Hype.
Let
It's real.
us know what you thought. Did you also think that Frank was in a basement?
Let us know if you thought it was also. Let us know if you thought this episode was paced weird, so it's not just Christian and I.
Tell me am I blind? Am I just not capable?
Maybe we're just talking out of our ass. But
Yeah,
I think it's shot differently.
It felt different.
Like I think it's lit differently. Like I could be wrong.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.